Music is all around us, on the radio, in films, on TV shows, and in your living room. For elementary school kids, the revelation that music doesn't just exist, that it's actually made with human labor and creativity and collaboration can be life-changing. The Los Angeles Master Chorale's Voices Within project teaches fifth graders to create songs from conception to performance.
Voices Within is a 10-week residency in fifth grade classrooms that teaches students how to collaborate with one another. In our situation, we use songwriting as the tool.
Today's the culmination performance, so the students get to sing the songs that they and their peers have composed.
So it starts with the lyrics. We start with sort of telling them which part of the song tells a story, which part of the song expresses an emotion.
Our theme for this round was globe-trotting, so they were going to different countries around the world and singing, writing songs about different aspects of that culture.
We always talk about having multiculturalism, but yet in our communities in that Southeast LA, they really just see a lot of their own culture. And then I see there's more out there in the world as opposed to just what they hear what they see on TV, hear on the radio. So it's really great for them to see what's out there, to experience it, to live it, and then to acknowledge it and embrace it.
And then we bring in our composer, David O, and he starts talking about melody, what makes a melody, this sort of thing. And then we already have lyrics, we start adding a melody to it, and then how can you express your ideas, not just in words, but musically?
Listen again, he goes, me, try it.
These are kids who, by and large, have not had any experience at all writing music. Most of them have not had any experience at all singing out loud. So it is a revelation to them that they're able to do that, and a real affirmation.
And so we have rules. They are to treat each other as your best friends. Listen actively, show me you're listening, express yourself clearly and strongly, and then to be brave, because it really does take bravery to share original ideas in front of your peers. And then say yes, which is a great rule. It just encourages students to encourage one another.
Something interesting about Voices Within is that we don't have to work by ourselves. We can work with kids we don't know, and we can make them as our friends. And I like one of the rules that say yes, because you get to hear other people's ideas.
So we want to try to help them understand that anything they choose to write, any notes they choose to write, we want to help encourage that expression.
If I were going to tell somebody about Voices Within, I would tell them that it takes collaboration to do the song. Because if you don't collaborate, then you can't get the song done.
Collaboration is important because as adults, we know we need to work together. It's not just my way or the highway, it's what we can do as a team and create great things. The earlier students learn that collaboration is key, the better they'll be able to take that as adults.
So even if you don't get the opportunity to do this at your school, at home you can find ways to listen to different kinds of music from different eras in history and different parts of the world, and also to encourage your kids to simply sing and to play music, because I feel like playing music and singing is an important part of being a human being.
Beyond confidence and fun, research shows that kids who learn music skills actually do better in math and reading and comprehension. Learn more about this program at lamasterchorale.org. J.R.R. Tolkien was also a young student when he fell in love with the arts. For him, it was writing fantasy novels. The movie about his life and the inspiration for his stories comes out this weekend, and LA Times film critic Justin Chang has a review.
Since childhood, I have been fascinated with language. obsessed with it. I've invented my own.
Directed by Dome Karukowski, Tolkien returns us to J.R.R. Tolkien's early years, when he was an orphan studying in Birmingham,
Tell me a story.
developing the deep love of language and literature that would ultimately inspire him to create the fantastical world of Middle-earth. Tolkien is played as a boy by Harry Gilby and as a young man by Nicholas Hoult, and we watch as he becomes close friends with 3 other boys who encourage his intellectual pursuits and provide an early inspiration for his Fellowship of the Ring.
A fellowship.
Tolkien also meets a young woman and gifted pianist named Edith, played by Lily Collins, who both sharpens his ideas and wins his heart.
A word isn't beautiful just because of its sound.
Tolkien is touching and eloquent and handsome to look at, in the manner of most mainstream English period dramas.
I have to tell you, Mr. Tolkien, I've never come across anything like it.
The juxtaposition of this horrific wartime imagery with the fire-breathing dragons and evil hooded warriors of Middle-earth can't help but underscore what an unimaginative and reductive film this is.
Coming up, the new business that could revolutionize the way you watch boxing. LA Times Today will continue right after this.